With growing tensions in the South China Sea, the United States and the Philippines are in talks over a possible deployment of more missile launchers to the Philippines. The move aims to strengthen deterrence in the South China Sea and other regional flashpoints. However, as of now, no final decision has been reached by both the sides. Philippine ambassador to Washington says that the discussions focus on the U.S. Navy Marine Expeditionary Ship Interdiction System, or NMESIS, and these anti-ship missile launchers could be placed along coastal areas facing the South China Sea and other regions. The U.S. has already sent missile systems to the Philippines in recent years. In April last year, a Typhoon mid-range missile system was delivered to the north of the country for joint military exercises. And this year, an anti-ship missile launcher was deployed to Batanes, close to Taiwan. China has strongly criticized these deployments, accusing the U.S. of trying to contain its rise. Beijing has called on Manila to withdraw the launchers. Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s government has rejected that demand. Well, Romualdez made the comments during a trade and investment forum in Manila, saying that this is a part of the strong U.S. and Philippines defense partnership. Philippine officials also encouraged U.S. companies to invest in sectors from energy and telecommunication to even Navy shipbuilding. The talks on missile deployments to the Philippines come amid rising tensions in the South China Sea. On Wednesday, the U.S. conducted a freedom of navigation operation near Scarborough Shoal. It followed a collision earlier this week between Chinese Navy and Coast Guard ships and also a smaller Philippine Coast Guard vessel. The South China Sea is claimed almost entirely by China, but the Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei and Taiwan have overlapping claims. In recent years, confrontations between Chinese and Philippine forces have sharply increased. Both Washington and Manila say that the focus is deterrence and not conflict. But with more military assets under discussion, tensions in the region show no signs of easing anytime soon. Well, the U.S. Supreme Court has allowed Mississippi to enforce a state law that requires the nation's largest social media companies to verify the age of the users and also obtain parental consent for minors to use these social media sites. According to the state, it's an effort that is intended to protect children from online predators. There are currently 18 U.S. states that have laws which requires age verification for certain online activities. These laws primarily focus on protecting minors from accessing harmful content like pornography or ensuring that they have parental consent to use social media. Now let's tell you what actually happened in Mississippi. NetChoice, which represents Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, X and YouTube, had urged the High Court to block enforcement of the state law, arguing that it infringed on users' First Amendment rights and that the age verification law is a violation of free speech. While the law in question in the case only affects people of Mississippi, many other U.S. states, both red and blue, have enacted similar requirements in recent years. And amid growing concerns over privacy and the safety of young people online, Mississippi authorities said that the state is responding to high-profile reports of sextortion and other online crimes. In one such case, a 16-year-old Mississippi boy committed suicide. He killed himself after an Instagram user posing as a female initiated conversation, a sexual encounter of sorts, and then demanded a $1,000 payment under threat of exposing their exchanges online. The latest law now requires that a social media platform should obtain express consent from a parent or a guardian of a minor before a child can open an account. It also states that regulated social media platforms must make commercially reasonable efforts to verify the age of these users. Well, China has kicked off the 3-day-long World Humanoid Robot Games, looking to showcase its advances in AI, artificial intelligence and robotics with 280 teams from 16 countries. Take a look.